Call of Duty Vietnam, the game to save the community, to save the franchise, and it might not happen. So welcome everyone, my name is Phantom, and you've heard it, I've said it, you might have even said it, that Call of Duty 2017 coming out November of this year is going to be Vietnam. Well, it might not be. So this video is going to be explaining to you why the next Call of Duty might not be in Vietnam like people have told you, like you may already believe. So before we get into it, I'm not saying that it's impossible or it won't happen, it could do, but it's not confirmed and we're all just assuming at this point that it's going to happen. It might be a World War II game, a modern game, maybe even slightly in the future like Black Ops 2 and Ghosts were. We just don't know what the setting of the next Call of Duty is going to be. So I've made like 3 videos saying that Call of Duty 2017 is going to be in Vietnam. I've seen pretty much every multiplayer YouTuber talk about that. And people, you know, these videos that claim to be leaks and saying that it's that, and these teasers, but the truth is, we haven't got any teasers for Call of Duty 2017 that suggest that the game is going to be in Vietnam. So that's the first point. The only legit teaser or leak that we've got for COD 2017 is the Voice Acting Association claiming that the game's name is Call of Duty Stronghold. Now, that could be its real name, it could be, and that doesn't suggest where it's going to be. If it's called Stronghold, that could be any war, any time period, wherever they want it to be. And the other thing is, that could just be its code name. For example, Modern Warfare 3 was actually called Iron Wolf, I think it was Iron Wolf, and obviously that's not its name, so it could just be a code name, or it could even just be completely false. So, COD Vietnam, and yes, we've seen Vietnam in Call of Duty before in Black Ops 1, however it wasn't exclusive to the Vietnam War, it was the Cold War era as well, and also sort of fictional battles that didn't actually happen in real life. Which begs a big question: does the Vietnam War give Call of Duty enough material to work with to make a game? For example, the last 4 or 5 Call of Duties have been in wars that never happened in the future, right? Like Ghosts and Black Ops 2 also fit into that. So with wars and battles that never happened, it gives them the freedom, it gives Call of Duty the freedom for guns, camos, events, settings, stuff like that. Because, well, they just have that massive freedom, so it gives them much more content for the game. But the Vietnam War is very limited. Because what you've got to remember, say the entire game is based just on the Vietnam War, the game has to launch, well it usually does, with 16 multiplayer maps, and then an additional 16 throughout the year with 4 map packs and 4 maps within those packs. So, I hope that made sense. It was just loads of words that sounded like the same. So, what I'm saying is, I don't know if Vietnam itself gives the freedom for 16 maps for the launch of the game. Now, I'm not trying to say Vietnam is literally just one big jungle, because it has its villages, its towns, and even its cities that we did see maps based in Black Ops 1. But that's the thing, there is still limitations compared to what Call of Duty has nowadays. Like going back what I said with the futuristic setting, they have complete freedom to do maps anywhere and everywhere. And even in a World War II game, World War II happened all over the world, so they could have maps there. But Vietnam, as far as I'm concerned, was just in Vietnam. So it definitely does limit the maps and the map ideas. So that's one problem I could see coming up when they're making this game, which might make them, or when they're making concepts of a game that might make them stray away from the Vietnam setting. Now, like I said earlier, I don't mean stray away from it completely, because if they were planning that in the first place, they might do like Black Ops 1 and mix it in. I've even heard rumours, but that's probably just false, of Vietnam mixed with a fictional war, so a new war that never happened that they'll just make up. For example, maybe the Vietnamese war, not in real life, in the fictional game, the fake game, there could be the storyline that the Vietnam War sets off America versus China back in the 70s, which would open up loads of new avenues for just content, you know, maps, missions, storylines, stuff like that. You don't understand how hard this video is. I've failed to say Vietnam like 8 times now. So instead of making up this fantasy crap, let's talk about why it might not happen, because that is the point of this video anyway. So this game that we're talking about is obviously going to be made by Sledgehammer Games, who made Advanced Warfare, and they've been adding some new weapons to Advanced Warfare. I say that like it's happened lately, but it's actually towards the end of Advanced Warfare's life cycle, where they added some World War II guns, like the MP40, the M1911, as well as the STG, also known as the Sturmgewehr. So these guns could have been prototype works for their game that they're making now, that they wanted to sort of just implement into their previous game Advanced Warfare to see how everything goes. I'm also using the STG-44 in this gameplay, just noticed that. And also, these guns, these World War II guns, if it is not a coincidence, then, I mean, they just wouldn't fit in with the Vietnam setting if it was a just Vietnam game. However, I could be totally wrong. I could be looking at this all wrong, and maybe they were just weapons they just wanted to put into Advanced Warfare and they're not for the new game, or prototypes for the new game. So, to be honest, that's all I really have. Do you agree or disagree with me? Like I said though, nothing's confirmed, so it could still happen, it might not happen. We'll just have to wait and find out. A few months now when things could start happening. So if you did enjoy, leave a like and comment what you think below. Thanks for watching.